can't call him Larry, we'll have to call him Lenny.
Now we've got Lenny already, now.
Well, basically, we were pulling a net up, and it had ray and a monkfish came up, and the net came out of the winch, basically. So Jack took the monkfish away, and while he was walking away with that, I was hauling the net by hand, and he poked his head above the surface and gave me a bit of a shock.
What did you think when you first saw it?
Yeah, there was some words you probably wouldn't be able to put on camera. Yeah, definitely. That's the biggest one I've ever seen.
And what are the plans for the lobster now?
We're going to give him to the aquarium and let them look after him.
Did you see our story about a week ago about the large lobster that was caught with a fishing line?
On the hoe, yeah.
Do you think this one's significantly bigger?
I wouldn't say significantly, but he's definitely larger.
Just under 13 pounds.
Just under 13 pounds she is. 12.9 pound.
It's a very large and probably fairly old lobster. You know, at over 12 pounds, you don't get many that size caught. In fact, it's one of the biggest I've heard of caught in the last 30 years or more. There have been one or two of similar size caught in the last few years, but not many at all. Normally you don't get them over 10 pounds. You get the American lobster, which is a slightly different one, which can go up to 20 kilos, 44 pounds. But the European lobsters, 9.3 kilos is the biggest ever.
The Herald had a story a while ago about a large lobster that was caught with a fishing line. How does that lobster compare with this one?
Well, that one was around just under 5 kilos. So 4.5, 5 kilos. So it's about 2/3 the size of this. So it was a big one, but what was unusual with that is the fact it was the biggest one that's been caught on a line that we know of. It's absolutely impossible to tell the age of a lobster. Anyone who says they can is telling fibs. But to get to a size of over 4 kilos, it's got to be at least 20 years old.
So what kind of life do you think it would have had? I mean, has it been in a lot of fights, perhaps?
It does look as if it has. Male lobsters do fight for territory, and you just can't keep two lobsters in the same close proximity. They will always fight over territory and that. So yes, it's had a few battles, and it's come through.
With our last story, I had a lot of readers asking what was going to happen to that lobster. What do you think will happen to this lobster?
We're going to take it into the aquarium and look after it there for its last years.